Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel at NDN TV Nigeria. Click on the subscribe button and be the first to get notifications.
Explosions of tanker bearing petroleum products have remained a recurring danger in Nigeria, often leaving behind death, destruction, and long-term environmental damage. The latest incident occurred last week in Calabar, Cross River State, where a tanker went up in flames near the free trade zone around the AKUGHA community. Although no fatalities were recorded, residents seized the opportunity to call for strict adherence to transport and safety measures to prevent such ugly occurrences in the future.
Panic gripped parts of Calabar last week after a tanker carrying about 40,000 litres of premium motor spirit, PMS, also known as petrol, exploded near the free trade zone around the petrol tank farms in AKUGHA community. The blast, which occurred in the evening of September 22nd, sent thick plume of smoke into the sky. The petrol tanker, which had been fully loaded from the Calabar depot, reportedly lost control while ascending a hill and crashed into an electricity pole before exploding. Residents at the scene criticized the firefighting response as slow and inadequate.
We have about 30-something depots here in Calabar. Out of all these 30-something depots, it's only 1 or 2 depots that have fire service. All these depot owners are supposed to have their own fire service. It's very important. Had it been the depot have fire service, they would have started first. Before all these state and federal service, their own firefighter will arrive.
This is not the first time this thing happening there. That hill is not a place to change gear because it's a hill, it's a mighty, and you can't do without returning gear or changing this gear. So the best thing to do is for government and depot owner to put head together and walk that place, at least cut that hill.
The Cross River State Fire Service, which succeeded in putting out the blaze, said their job will be made easier when residents cooperate in providing clear access and timely information.
When you alert us of fire calls, try to give us a precise location, then the nature of the fire. We try to investigate, try to find out what actually is the nature of the fire. When we got here, even people to give us the access to even come here, it was actually a problem. We were making give way for emergency. People were still blocking the way. On arriving here, even for them to give us access to run our hoses, that is why I have to instruct my men to start using to fight from the top.
The Calabar incident mirrors a nationwide pattern of recurring tanker explosions that continue to expose the fragility of Nigeria's emergency preparedness and the urgent need for coordinated reforms in safety regulations, infrastructure, and public cooperation. These explosions are characterized by devastating fires, injuries, high death tolls, and destroyed properties, often from faulty vehicles and poor road conditions. Though this particular incident did not affect any life, past events have shown how disastrous these sorts of accidents can get. For example, in January 2019, a tanker explosion along Calabar-Odukpani Highway killed dozens and left many others injured. The Minister of Information and National Orientation, Muhammad Idris, earlier this year disclosed that about 300 lives were lost in petrol tanker fire incidents across the country between October 2024 and January 2025. It is therefore no wonder that communities live with constant fear of accidents during fuel transportation. The Calabar explosion has once again raised hard questions about safety, emergency response, and the speed at which tankers are driven. Some residents who recalled this and similar accidents in the past called for strict and better enforcement of safety measures by both transporters and security agencies.
They have to consider the vehicle they want to load. If the vehicle is capable enough to carry 60,000 litres, if the vessel is capable enough to carry 40 litres, not you carry the vehicle that is not strong, the gear is weak, everything is weak, you give the 60,000 litres to carry, in which we will not be able to carry. At the end of the day, there must be a fault. It's the work of road safety to monitor the truck, to know the condition of the truck.
residents further advised fellow citizens to resist the temptation of rushing to accident scenes to scoop fuel, but instead to run to safety and immediately call for assistance.
Inside the Niger Delta,